Hello and welcome back to another video on the Wrestle Debate and to another edition of Raw Out of 10. Of course, a huge show today coming off the back of Fastlane. We have done the last stop on the road to WrestleMania, and yeah, it's pretty much just all steam ahead from now and some exciting matches on this show, so let's get straight into it. Starting off with Sheamus versus Bobby Lashley. Lashley had the advantage early on and Sheamus took quite the beating. After a break on Raw, Sheamus sent Lashley outside before the WWE Champion locked in a Hurt Lock to get the win. The Hurt Business attacked Sheamus at ringside before Drew McIntyre made a stave. He and Lashley had a stare down to end this segment. Lashley was mad at Cedric and Benjamin backstage. I'll give this a 7 out of 10, solid start to Raw. Next up we had Asuka versus Peyton Royce. Asuka got the armbar early on and Royce broke out of it. The Empress of Tomorrow hit a knee suplex and Asuka got the double knee. She managed to lock in an Asuka lock for the win. I'll give the match a 5 out of 10. To be honest, after Royce's promo on Raw Talk a few weeks ago, this just feels like a waste opportunity, but the main story came when Rhea Ripley made her debut and it was announced that she, instead of Charlotte's getting a match at WrestleMania, which to be honest I was surprised about. But anyway, backstage on Raw, Drew McIntyre agreed that he'd have a 2-on-1 handicap match later on to decide who will be at ringside at Mania, before Miz TV, with Miz taking the piss out of Bad Bunny, before Jeff Hardy came out for his match. Hardy claimed Miz couldn't win the match by himself and insisted that Morrison be sent backstage. Miz was in control early on before Jeff made his comeback, before the Miz managed to get on back on top and hit the skull crushing fly to get the win. 5 out of 10. Miz was WWE Champion 3 weeks ago. But anyway, next up we got Kofi Kingston versus AJ Styles. After AJ cut a quick promo, Woods tried to help Kofi early on as AJ was in top, but Omos kind of just got in the way. AJ was about to end the match before Xavier distracted him. Omos chased off the Woods, but Kofi got an SOS to get the win. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Good win for Kofi and a solid enough match. But anyway, next on Raw, it was that so-called Drew McIntyre match after Sheamus beat up Riddle backstage. McIntyre and Benjamin kicked off the match, and McIntyre managed to get in control before eventually numbers caught out of him, before McIntyre did get on top before the end of it, hit the few shot GDT and hit them both with claymores to get the win. 6 out of 10, good match, and yeah, really entertaining little storyline to get them ahead to WrestleMania, I suppose. But anyway, next up it was Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus the Women's Tag Champs. Baszler was isolated as the bell rung and Jax was more focused on Reginald than the match. Nia was in trouble when she got back in before Jax hit a leg drop on Brooke to pick up the big win. After the match, Baszler was not happy with Reginald, and yeah, that was it. Alexa Bliss cut one of her creepy profile, and then Elias was out to perform a bit of music. But overall, for the women's tag team title match, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. But yeah, Elias was out to cut some music. That didn't last very long. Him and Shane had an argument. Elias was being manhandled along the ring. Strowman came in and Braun hit the running power slam for an easy win. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Poor old Elias. And yeah, Shane was saying he's going to beat Braun at WrestleMania, and that was basically confirmed here, so cool, I suppose. Cannot wait for this match. And anyway, the Fiend was out next and he was carrying a back bag. Orton talked about burning the Fiend during the match, and he was back tonight to finish the job. Alexa's music hit and said, "Be careful what you wish for." The Fiend came out, Randy hit an RKO before Bray got back and hit a Sister Abigail to end the show on top with Alexa Bliss. And oh my god, how creepy and scary and what have you. Wow, just wow. But overall, Raw this week gets a 5.5 out of 10. To be honest, I really don't know what to think about this Raw. Some of it was good, some of it was really bad, and to be honest I was torn between a 5 and a 6. Yeah, so I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10, break my own rule. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave me your thoughts and comments down below, and to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channel on the screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.